you know what? I came back again. It's a hat trick today, I think. I wanted to talk about famous people. Like, I'm not even talking about like celebrities like Hollywood. I mean just anybody who's famous in general, who, you know, maybe been famous from years ago, like even like someone like Cleopatra or whatever. It's funny that I was talking to my buddy John, and I was saying how great, I don't know, I think it was Gandhi, I was saying how great Gandhi was, and he's like, do you realize, you know, Gandhi was the figurehead for the group, but maybe without his, like, everybody's famous, like, whether it's Muhammad Ali or whether it's whoever, they all have people that back them, right? Without the proper backing, these people might have just disappeared into history, not even left a mark. Without the proper, like, marketing, or without the proper, like, figurehead and all that, like, it just, a lot of things don't work. So it's funny that a lot of the times, if you were to talk to somebody who knew Muhammad Ali, or, you know, if you could build a time machine and go talk to him back in the day, you would probably, the myth never really measures up to the guy himself, right? Most of the time, that is. One of the few, I think, that if you met, you would be blown away by would be Bruce Lee, because the guy was no fucking around. He was like the real deal. You know what I mean? He's a fucking ninja. But most people you're going to meet, if you ever could meet any famous celebrities, whether it's, you know, anybody really, like, you're going to find out they're normal people. Celebrities in particular, I like some celebrities. It depends, but they a lot of them use they're in the public eye a lot. That's the only thing that separates you from a musician or from anybody famous, is because more people are wondering what they're doing than are wondering what you're doing. That's the only difference. Like, it's just all these humans follow this one human. That's a celebrity. They're wondering what they're up to, what they eat, you know, how they live, what their current breakup is, you know, all that shit. And their lives aren't any more interesting than yours, but it's just because they make music, which is an interesting lifestyle, or they're in movies, that's an interesting lifestyle. But they're just normal people. Think about it. Think if you became famous, right now, all of a sudden, bam, you know, you wrote a little song on a guitar, you play a little, you know, normal acoustic guitar, and you wrote a little song, and it became huge. Like, you were a one-hit wonder, right? Boom. At first, you'd be like, oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god, I'm famous. Wow. You know, you move into a big house, your one-hit wonder gives you all this, you know, freedom to do everything you've ever wanted to do in your life because of this one fucking song you wrote. And even if everyone realizes it's a one-hit wonder, and you just disappear, that's it, everyone's going, well, where's the next great hit? Like, where, you know, this guy's a one-hit wonder, you go, I don't fucking care, I wrote one good song, I wrote more than you did. But eventually you'd realize, like, everybody's always wondering what you're doing. That would eventually get on your nerves. Like, you would eventually get pissed off and say, look, I've had enough of this bullshit, I just want to be left alone. So it depends, like, different people are different ways, but your average anybody would eventually get tired of the celebrity life and do what everyone supposed Jim Morrison did, which was fake his own death and go live in Paris somewhere, you know, just fuck off. That type of thing, right? Sorry, I've always got an itchy throat. Anyway, the whole point of my thing is, if you watch, like, I hate Kid Rock, for example. I think his music is fucking gutter trash. He's never done anything that I've ever thought has been anything that, like, a 7-year-old couldn't write. He's never done anything in his career that I can see why he's actually in any ways famous, rich, anything. But if I sat down and actually met the guy, I'd probably say, you know what, Kid Rock is a pretty cool guy, even though I hate him as of now. But it's so easy to just shit on celebrities. Like, you can scapegoat them very easily. Personally, I hate Limp Bizkit too, and the chances of him being a cool guy I think are pretty slim. But you never know. If I ever was to hang out with him and have drinks with him one night, we'd probably be like the best of friends. You really don't know, even though I think his music's fucking gutter trash too. It's just very easy for someone in the public eye, like Britney Spears. What's the first thing you think of? Oh, she's a slut. Britney Spears is not a slut. She's got a marketing, well, when she was big anyway, she has marketing people who market her image, and yeah, okay, you know what, she looks good sometimes, but that doesn't mean she sleeps with everybody, you know what I mean? I'm not saying she's not a fucking moron, which, you know, she is. She's pretty fucking stupid. Paris Hilton, who, like, somebody I hate, like Paris Hilton, for example, a lot of people hate Paris Hilton because, you know, she's a vapid, she's a black hole of an existence of a human being. She gives nothing back, and she just takes. This is all she does. She's extremely wealthy, of course. She's a heiress to the Hilton freaking hotel industry or whatever. She's got tons and tons and tons of money, but it's not enough for her. She's always doing stupid things to earn more money, which is ridiculous, like selling her sex tape and getting a cut of the profits. Yeah, that's real smart. You need the money, don't you? It's ridiculous. Anyway, as much as I hate her, if I was to meet her, I'd probably be pretty civil. I don't know if I'd be starstruck because, I mean, it's different if you never see a celebrity, if you never meet them, but then all of a sudden you get face to face with them and you actually get a chance to talk to them. Your average person is going to go, oh my god, like, wow, I finally get to meet this person. And you'll, even though you only talk to them for a second, you'll really focus and really, you want to know if they live up to the reputation, right? Most celebrities, like I said, don't, because they're just trying to live their normal lives. It's like, it'd be like you minding your own business and everyone's trying to get in your house and talk to you all the time, you know what I mean? Eventually you'd get pissed off and say, look, I just want to be alone, or just, you only answer a couple questions and then you just want to do your own thing. Anyway, there's a lot of people that say, oh, I would never, I don't find Madonna attractive, for example, because I don't like her lifestyle, I don't like this, I don't like that. And if those same people met her, they would probably think she was pretty cool, and in person would probably find her pretty hot. So it's just funny, like, celebrities should use they're in a unique position of power, so they should really use that and a lot of celebrities are starting to do that. They're starting to say, we got to be environment conscious. You guys got, like Trent Reznor in particular, I got to say, is really starting to kick some ass. He did a marketing campaign for his new album where he, I don't know how the people got the t-shirts, but they ended up getting t-shirts with a secret location written on it. I don't know how they had to decipher it. And if they're at this place at this time, somebody showed up and gave them all cell phones. And then a week later, the phone rang and said, meet at this location. You go and meet there. They get on a bus, they sign a waiver giving away all their rights. The bus takes off. Bus is very dark, can't see out of it. They don't know where they are. They drive for, I don't know, an hour or two. And then they go into this room. And they don't know where the fuck they are. And this black dude comes on and starts telling them, like, you guys wake the fuck up. Like, here's, you realize what the current administration is doing. Why don't you guys vote, And he's like, look, and you don't even have to listen to my bullshit. All I want you to do is, and he has this catchphrase, which is, wake up and give a shit. Which I think is awesome. Wake up and give a shit. He's like, I don't even care if you listen to me right now. All I want you to do is think for yourself. So wake up and give a shit. And then they're led to another room and bam, Trent comes on and fucking they start, rocking. Can you imagine, like, 30 people to a show? Rock 9 Inch Nails. And they played a whole bunch of new songs and old songs and everything. And then part of the marketing is that the SWAT team breaks in, during one of the songs towards the end and fires some shots and everyone has to run out. Just to kind of give you the idea that Trent's doing an underground, like, movement, and all of a sudden, bam, the cops come in and try to break it down. It's the man, which I thought was really fucking cool. I watched it on the web. He's a guy who has consistently avoided politics for a very long time because, he's a musician, right? He's not a politician, but recently he's starting to realize he has got the ear of a lot of people, and if he says something, it goes, right? Like, just like Oprah, for example. Say what you want about Oprah, right? Oprah is a very smart woman. I think she's pretty cool. She never cuts people off a lot, but it's just because she has such a fast-paced lifestyle. She's a very rich and powerful woman. Of course, she's used to having her own way. But Oprah. If Oprah said anything, everyone would do it. It would be cool if she said something really, like, off. She's like, yeah, you should punch your kids because kids need discipline. Everyone would be like, okay, let's beat our kids. She'd get away with it would be cool to see her retire if she really hated Hollywood, like really hated being in the public eye. And all of a sudden, bam, she just said, okay, fuck it, one day. She goes in and, like, says, she says, I hate black people or something. It'd be so funny. She'd get away with so much craziness. But anyway, you see what I mean, like, this is not real, this is some general musings I'm having, I don't know. It's just that it bothers me that there's a lot of people in a lot of positions of influence, and they use their influence to make more money rather than giving a flying fuck about anything. So that and a lot of celebrities aren't the way you think they are. Like, if a celebrity's marketed a certain way, they're probably a normal person. If you take all that, like Marilyn Manson, really smart guy. You wouldn't think he was in an interview recently with probably not recently, but he's with I think it was Henry Rollins, and everyone comes up to Marilyn and says, I can't believe you were such a smart guy after the Bowling for Columbine thing. And he's like, oh yeah, thanks, so I'm a fucking idiot. It's like, no, not that, but you just don't expect a shock rocker or anybody to be so eloquent. But yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, I'm just, putting shit out there.